Today's topic is neural control and coordination. Here, first of all, you must know what is homeostasis. The functions of different organ systems. Organ systems means it may be digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system. Like all these organ systems, they must be coordinated to maintain stable environment inside the body. That is called homeostasis. Maintaining the stable environment inside the body by coordinating between different organ systems is called, the activities of the different organ systems is called homeostasis. Coordination is the process through which two or more organs interact and complement the functions of one another. That is the coordination. Neural system and endocrine system are the two systems which function in a synchronized fashion to integrate all the activities within the body. For example, while we perform physical exercise, what happens? Our muscles work extra. Not only lungs, which work faster to speed up the oxygenation of the blood, but here heart also beats very rapidly to maintain proper blood flow through the blood vessels, and also the nitrogenous wastes etc. that are formed in the body during this process, during this metabolism, will be removed by the kidney and the skin. So all these organs, they work in synchronized fashion. So in the body, neural system and endocrine system, they jointly coordinate all these organs to act in synchronized fashion, and they integrate all activities of all these organs so that they function in a synchronized fashion, synchronized way. Neural coordination is faster to point. The connections between neural system and body organs will be there, but the coordination is short-lived. For the continuous regulation of the cellular functions in the body, a special kind of coordination and integration is provided by the chemicals which are called hormones secreted by the endocrine glands in the endocrine system. Hence, so in this chapter, let us deal with the neural system or nervous system of the human being. This neural system consists of neurons or nerve cells, which are the structural and functional units of the nervous system, and the bits of information which are called stimuli. They are in the form of touch, pain, heat, cold, sound, light, smell, taste, vibrations, etc. So the neurons detect these stimuli, receive the stimuli, and transmit them to these different kinds of stimuli will be transmitted to the central nervous system. In different animals, different neural organizations will be there. Suppose in lower vertebrates it will be very simple. In Hydra it is in the form of nerve net, and in the flatworms it will be in the form of H-shaped network will be there. Nervous system will be there. And next in earthworm, brain ganglia and nerve cords are there. In insects like cockroach also, brain ganglia and nerve cords are there. We have studied in +1. Coming to human neural system, the ability of man to control his own body by the neural system, it consists of two parts: central nervous system CNS and peripheral nervous system PNS. Central nervous system is present along the central axis of the body, which include brain and spinal cord. Brain is protected by cranium. We have finished in skeletal system, and spinal cord is protected by vertebral column, which includes the axial skeleton there. Here, the neural organs which are protected by those organs, they constitute central nervous system. All the information of the external and internal environment received by the sensory receptors and conveyed to the central nervous system, which acts as a site of processing of information, and then responds accordingly and control the body. Coming to the peripheral nervous system, all nerves of the body, which are collections of nerve fibers which reach to central nervous system, that is brain and spinal cord. They include under peripheral nervous system, Many axons, they are clustered, grouped to form nerves, which are the components of the peripheral nervous system. The types of nerve fibers of peripheral nervous system are of three types: efferent fibers, and mixed fibers will be there. The impulses are carried from tissues to CNS, that means brain and spinal cord. The sensory information will be carried from the tissues of sense organs to the CNS, where the response and control will be made. Efferent fibers are also called sensory fibers, whereas efferent fibers are the impulses. They carry the impulses from CNS to the concerned organs. These are motor in function. The response of the body is shown by this, by the message of the efferent fibers. And mixed fibers also will be there, which contain both efferent and efferent fibers. Example, spinal nerves and associated neurons are also will be there. So, the information will be analyzed and the message will be given to the efferent fibers. Coming to the divisions of the peripheral nervous system, it is of two types: somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. Somatic nervous system includes, that means the nerves, they carry the the information from central nervous system to skeletal muscles, which are voluntary in function. Generally, these nerves are the efferent or motor nerves. They carry the information from the sense organ, from the central nervous system to the skeletal muscles, which are voluntary in function. And autonomic nervous system, it includes the information will be carried to involuntary parts, involuntary organs. Here, these are also efferent or motor because they arise from the central nervous system and they carry the information to the involuntary parts, involuntary organs. Autonomic nervous system is again of two types: sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Both are antagonistic to each other. That means both are opposite in functions. Sympathetic nervous system either excite the organ or inhibit the action of the organ, and by the secretion of the adrenaline or noradrenaline. Whereas parasympathetic system will have opposite effect due to different neurotransmitters. That means in parasympathetic system, which is called rest or digest, this the neurotransmitter released is acetylcholine, which will have is opposite effect of the sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system generally accelerates the heartbeat, inhibits the secretion of the saliva, whereas parasympathetic system will slow down the heartbeat. While sympathetic accelerates the heartbeat, parasympathetic will slow down the heartbeat. Here, it inhibits the secretion of saliva, whereas it stimulates the secretion of the saliva. So, these are the various systems in our body, and tomorrow I will proceed to central nervous system. Thanks for watching.